Hey, what's going on, everybody? I want to read this article. There's a doctor who actually has a YouTube channel speaking out against Dana White in the UFC for creating a power slap league. Okay, sports doctor speaks out against slap fighting, calls it as risky of a sport as possible for brain injuries. A leading sports medicine physician is questioning why the Nevada Athletic Commission decided to regulate slap fighting while calling the sport absurd and senseless. Dr. Brian Sutterer, who educates about sports medicine and injury on his YouTube channel, has had his say on UFC opening their own power slap league while blasting the sport of slap fighting. He claimed the sport was perhaps the most absurd and senseless sport in the world. He told viewers, "I don't think any commission should be backing slap fighting. I think it's one of the most senseless, unnecessarily risky, and dangerous sports." Last month, the UFC announced its arrival on the slapping scene, unveiling their newest promotion called Power Slap. It was recently announced that Mixed Martial Arts' premium promotion had made a presentation to the Nevada Athletic Commission outlining their desire to enter the slap scene. And after the NAC agreed to welcome the exciting sport into its jurisdiction, the UFC wasted no time in bringing their vision to life. It's a move that Sutterer believes is dangerous, as unlike traditional combat sports, the rules of fighting make it impossible to defend oneself. He said, "What do we always say here in combat sports? Whether it's boxing, mixed martial arts, or whatever, it's protect yourself at all times. Fighters, while they're trying to inflict damage on one another, and you might say the injuries that are possible in mixed martial arts are worse looking than the injuries in slap fighting there is no defense. You literally are not allowed to protect yourself. And so what you get is basically just two people trading concussive blows to one another." Now let's watch some footage of some guys actually slapping each other. I don't know if you guys are familiar with slap fighting, but it's very, very crucial. And it's a big sport, millions of views and stuff like that. It's crazy. They even have a tournament for women, so it's big. Check it out.
Ой, блядь, фу. Давай. Убрал лицо. Бля, ну все. Убрал. Блядь, лысый, ну это удар в тёмку. Блядь, бежал, все. Все, нахуй. Ну и так.
Wow. Let's check out the female version. Or at least I see two females in the thumbnail, so I assume that means that there's a female league, Yeah, it is a female league. All right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Wow, another ad. Come on, man. So this slap fighting championship thing, they have a lot of dang on ads. I know that. That sucks. So obviously it's generating a lot of money. And the doctor is saying that they're generating all this money at the expense of people's health and brain health. Check it out. Females.
Oh my God. What a slap. There's a reason she's 1-0. And she's laughing. Why are they laughing? Why are they laughing? Governor, what do you think? Directly from Poland. And she's laughing. Why? Oh my God.
I don't even know if that was real or not because the camera cut right when they made impact.
That does seem a little. His chin is disappearing. The Polak is not happy. I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know what you guys think about slap fighting. Obviously, it's getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, man, it's something, man. Obviously, there's a lot of money in it. That's why people are willing to put their brains on the line, and that's why these companies are willing to invest in it, And it's just crazy, man. The whole thing is nuts. And what else is in the news right now that's kind of crazy? It's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Alec Baldwin was actually charged with involuntary manslaughter, and yeah, it's really crazy, man. Oh yeah, I like to talk about news coming out of my home state of Virginia. There's actually some parents were looking for their daughter, and they actually found her body on a wooded path, and a man was charged. A man has been charged with second-degree murder in connection with the death of a missing teenager whose body was found by her parents and aunt on a wooded path in Virginia. Aonesty Selby, 18, was reported missing to the James City County Police Department on January 13th by her family, who had become concerned after not hearing from her since January 11th. The Williamsburg resident had just celebrated her 18th birthday on January 10th and was believed to have been in the company of several people before her disappearance. The woman's aunt, Ebony Selby, told the Daily Press that a friend was able to ping the location of the missing teenager's phone. She mentioned that the family, including the woman's parents, called police before going to the area of Blue Ridge Trail in Windsor, where they searched for Selby late at night. Her body was eventually discovered on a remote dirt logging path. It looked like she had been placed there, Selby told the outlet, adding how the woman was fully clothed with her makeup and hair done perfectly. Authorities immediately began treating the teenager's death as suspicious. Selby was remembered on a GoFundMe campaign launched for her family's funeral expenses as someone who truly was beautiful inside and out. On January 17th, investigators were able to narrow down a suspect and arrested 21-year-old Andarius McClellan at his Newport News, Virginia apartment. McClellan had been charged with second-degree murder and use or display of a firearm in committing a felony. He is being transported by authorities to the Isle of Wight County Sheriff's Office for processing. Rest in peace to that girl. And yeah, man, if you got females in your family and stuff like that, even males, whatever, man, it's rough out there. It's a lot of pressure. So hold them close and teach them how to survive.